And good evening, welcome to Brentwood Academy on this Tuesday evening, December 11, 2012, for tonight's game between the homestanding Brentwood Academy Eagles and the visiting CPA Lions from just down the road on Old Hickory, about 3 miles or so. This is Phil Newman, your Director of Communications, along with Nathan Olmstead and Derek Pentico, bringing you the broadcast this evening. About 5 minutes or so until the scheduled start time. We will set it up by telling you the Lions come into this game undefeated at 6-0, having defeated East Nashville on Friday night. They are also undefeated in district play. A little bit different story with Brentwood Academy. The Eagles come into this game only 0-1 on the season, having just lost a game to Cookeville on Friday night, 50-41. So the Eagles only one game on their schedule so far. Lions, of course, with the 6-0 start. Lions, of course, are coached by Drew Maddox in his 7th year at the helm here at CPA, defending state champions in AA. He's assisted by Brian Alsmiller, Stephen Owens, Michael Cooey, and Sugar Shane Young. BA is coached by Lyle Husband. Coach Husband is assisted by Andy Bradshaw, Mike Vasquez, and Bill Cotis. Looking at the scouting report a little bit, I can tell you the Lions are hoping to defend the 3 tonight very well and box out well. Looks like the starters for BA all are a threat from three-point land. So they start 4 seniors and a junior. It's a very experienced squad. Last year, CPA defeated Brentwood Academy at CPA early in the season as well. This is a rematch of sorts. These teams are rivals to an extent. Over the years, they have been spirited rivals. Of course, not playing in the same district or classification, so it's not exactly a playoff type rivalry, but it's definitely, there's a lot of respect and intensity between these two programs that are so close together here in, well, I guess Brentwood Academy is sort of in Brentwood, near Maryland Farms, and CPA is considered in Nashville really no man's land if you think about it. CPA is between Bellevue, Maryland Farms, Green Hills, and Grassland. And if you could chart a map and put a school as far away as possible from every area of town, it would be where CPA is located there at 2323 Old Hickory Boulevard. So, 2:40 to go or so until the scheduled start time. Lions coming off that really character testing type victory at East on Friday. They were down by 15 points in the second quarter, 42-27, fought back to tie it at 50 apiece. Pulled away on a couple of big three-pointers by Jalen Lindsay late in the game. They were down, though, with under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So that was, we'll see if the character that they gained carries over to this game. BA will be led by their number one. Their number one, literally, his number is number 1, and he's also the one on the court, DeMontre Wade. Wade is a senior, 5'10" point guard. He'll be joined by KJ Blue, a 5'10" junior, Danny McGrath, a 6'3" senior guard, and then 2 forwards, Eric Henninger, a senior, and Josh Lester, a senior, both of whom are listed at 6'4". Some of the CPA keys to victory will be limit the touches on Josh Lester, senior forward, number 42, and deny the 3 for guys like Danny McGrath. He was leading scorer. He had 10 points last year against CPA at the varsity gym, and 2 of those were 3, so they want to defend the 3 well on McGrath. And then, of course, box out. Just played tenacious defense. On offense, they want to take care of the basketball and attack the rim and the paint and limit their turnovers. We will have the invocation momentarily along with the national anthem. BA is likely to play a man-to-man most of the time, we think. And on offense, the Eagles will play something of a Princeton/UCLA type motion offense. try to penetrate and kick it out. As the PA announcer begins his announcements. This gymnasium is unique, and it's not as small, I guess, as it feels. I think it feels smaller because these stands are up against the wall and up against the court. You've got about 7 rows of seats on each side. There's not a lot of room in here. It's cozy. Now we'll have the invocation and the national anthem.
Our invocation, Mr. Doug Williams.
May we bow. Our God and our Father, I will give you thanks and praise for this day, God. Thank you for the institutions that are represented here, God. And so now, God, we ask that you bless these players, God, as they get ready to compete, God. But yet to your glory, God. We give you honor, we give you praise. For us in Christ Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Now the national anthem, which I think will be sung by a student, it appears.
Would you please direct your attention to the flag in the north end of the gym as Libby Bellington, BA senior, will sing
the anthem. Libby Billington, that name, you may want to remember that name. She's got a lovely voice and an outstanding job with that song. Not an easy song to sing. If you've ever sung it, you know that. CPA will be introduced first in this away game setting. We will see Braxton Bonds, the junior. No surprise there, getting the nod. Blackwell, the other Braxton, starting. He's a freshman. No, Thomas Richard make it. It's Richard. And then Lindsay, number 21. Finally, Jake Alsmiller, who's getting his legs back underneath him after an injury and the flu. Jake's had a rough start so far this season. He had the ankle injury before the season started, and then he has had the flu. I asked his dad a minute ago outside in the hall, how's he doing? He said he's getting back into it. He made 2 threes on Friday night at East, and he is just, when you're a three-point sharpshooter, you definitely got to have your legs under you, and he'll get there. There's Blue being introduced, number 4. So Brandon Taylor gets the start. McGrath also. Henninger. He mispronounced that name. He's the PA announcer here. Josh Lester will start. He's the big post player for BA. So there you have it. Not quite the starters we thought would start. We were expecting to see DeMontre Wade. He is not starting, number 1. Instead, it will be Taylor, Brandon Taylor, number 3. With the start. So jumping up will be Jalen Lindsay going up against Josh Lester, 42. Here we go, underway. Tip 1 to Blackwell from Lindsay. Here we go. Bonds will bring it across, guarded by Taylor in a man-to-man. Blackwell guarded by Lester. Bonds, alley-oop attempt for Richard, I guess, was over his fingertips. So turnover early on, just 7:44 to go here in the first quarter. McGrath to Blue. He's in trouble. Almost stolen away, not quite. Here comes Taylor. Taylor will sprint down. Taylor will be called for traveling. Both referees got that one, or 2 of them did. So 1 turnover apiece right now for each team. This gym just feels like a middle school gym. It's very small and it's just tight. It's very well lit though. Bonds, Richard for 3, going to be short. Rebound Blackwell though. Blackwell to Richard. Now Blackwell. Lindsay for 3, short. Richard tips it, no good. Rebound taken down there by Blue, and a foul will be called, I think, against Braxton Bonds. Let's see. Yep, foul call on Bonds, his first, team first. No score yet, 7:08 to go in the first quarter. Full court pressure continues for Lions. McGrath inbounding to Blue. Blue will do what? Dribble. Almost stolen by Richard right there. Nope, they beat the press though. Taylor kick or a leg call against Lindsay, hit Lindsay in the leg. So it will be underneath front, just to the right of the basket. Taylor has it for 3. Thinks about it for a half second perhaps. He's guarded out, double teamed. Blue, no score, 6:50. McGrath. Nice pass right there to Lester, lays it in, and a foul called against, I think, Jake Alsmiller. That's a good play right there by BA. Nice look from Henninger to Lester. He lays, that was a good looking play right there for BA, and the foul was called on Jake, his first, team second. So that's 2-0 now. Lester makes a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. It's 3-0 BA, 6:42 to go here in the first. Bonds guarded by Taylor, the man-to-man. Brandon Taylor. Alsmiller guarded by McGrath. Dribbles across, driving now, kicking out to Braxton on the right wing. Boy, the crowd's loud now. They weren't loud during the girls' game at all. That's too bad for the girls. Whoop, that pass almost out of bounds. Jake barely got that one. 6:20 to go. Inside for Blackwell. He'll lose it out of bounds off his fingertips. The freshman Blackwell will be in for some pressure tonight. That's traveling almost. Wow. Stolen by Bonds. Bonds, can he get, will he get it? Yes, he has the ball. No. He will fight for it. Taken away, though, by Taylor. Taylor will pass. Layup is good by Blue, KJ Blue. 5-0 CPA trails. 5:55 to go. That's a push called against Taylor. Didn't see much right there, but I guess they get a little bit of hand check on Taylor. Brandon Taylor is a sophomore, a 6-foot sophomore. The other starters are 3 seniors and a junior for the Eagles. Bonds looking for who? Lindsay? Yes, Lindsay. Lindsay spins. Lindsay goes up. Lindsay shoots. No good. Good D that time played by Henninger, 32 rather. Out of bounds, though, off of BA. Looking for McGrath. Boy, they look like they're twins. They're not, though. McGrath and Henninger have the same haircut. Are very similar, permanent haircut style. Just an observation there. That's my one and only fashion statement of the night. Nice hair, guys. Here's Braxton Bonds. No score for CPA yet. 5:35. Now 2. Yes. Layup is good by Braxton Bonds. 5-2. Lions back within 3. Trying to steal it. Not quite. Henninger comes up with it. He will give it back to Taylor. And Taylor will try set it up to McGrath. Taylor. Lions appear to be in a zone defense. Long three, no good. Rebound to Braxton Bonds. Bonds looking for, nope, almost for Braxton Blackwell, but didn't quite get it. Rebound attempt by Blackwell, not quite able to get it. Blackwell pointed his finger up in the air like alley-oop me, but it wasn't quite open. And there's a travel called against Taylor. That's the second traveling violation of the game for the Eagles. Coach Lyle Husband down here in the blue suit jacket, and his staff. Big, several subs coming in now. Lester goes out, Taylor goes out, and Blue go out. Who's in now? Let's see. Let me get this straight. Wilkes, number 11, is guarding Bonds right now. Wilkes is a sophomore. Also in the game is 50, Jordan James. Here's Richard. Richard driving. Richard goes up. Charge called, yeah. No, a block. I'm surprised at that call. I thought that was going to be called a charge. Instead, it's going to be called on Jordan James. His first, team second for BA. So 4:35 to go in the first quarter. 5-2, Eagles lead. Bonds trying to find Manuel's in the game. Andrew Manuel. Here's Lindsey. Lindsey goes up. Pass to Blackwell. Blackwell blocked. Blackwell, oh, what a move by Blackwell. Oh, my goodness. Braxton Blackwell with a fake, with a head fake move right there. He pumps and he lays it in. And that's a great, puts his foot out there and kicks the ball up to the ceiling. Almost got stuck right there. Boy, this could be a breakout type game for Blackwell. We'll see. At that time, he got a nice layup. Good pass from Lindsey, and then a good fake and layup. Well, blocked first. Then he got to retrieve the rebound and laid it in. Out of bounds off of BA. Turnover for the Eagles. 5-4. Lions back within one now after trailing by 5. 4-14. Lions definitely want more than 4 points in the first half of the first quarter, though, to be on pace for a high-scoring game. They would prefer a high-scoring game. Coach Maddox calls it chaos. They want to run. Lindsey to Blackwell. Blackwell jams it. Braxton Blackwell, a freshman, with a slam dunk. Now full court press continues. Almost a foul. Oh, goodness. Manuel wasn't called for the foul. Now in deep trouble coming out of there with it is Curran. 2, though, for Curran from the baseline. Curran makes the bucket, number 10, the junior guard. And he has a bucket. Screen by Lindsey. Bonds goes down. Back to Blackwell. Blackwell will drive. Blackwell, what's the call? Off of Manuel, I guess, out of bounds. BA gets a turnover. 3:25 remaining first quarter. 7-6. Eagles with the ball. Full court press. Alsmiller is pressuring Curran right there. Or rather, Wilkes. They get it across, though. Stolen, knocked away nicely by Braxton Blackwell. Blackwell to Lindsey to Bonds. Lays it in. Nice play. Blackwell got the poke away to Lindsey. Lindsey made the long pass to Bonds, and Bonds with the layup. Lions have the lead for the first time, 8-7. That's a foul call, really? Oh, nice play by Braxton Blackwell there. But he will be called for the foul. Didn't see much right there. First personal against Blackwell, and the third team foul against CPA here in the first half. 3:02 to go. Out goes Curran. Who's in now? They're going to run in a bunch of different guys. 12 is in. It's Turner Bacon. His name makes me hungry. Bacon, number 12, is in the game. He throws it in to Taylor, who's back in. Rotating a lot of guys right now. BA is trying to stay fresh, perhaps. Full court pressure put on by the Lions. Broken momentarily, at least. Lindsey will be called with a foul. And I'm not sure if he's talking to Span, who's in the game, or just expressing some frustration with the call. Hard to tell. Lindsey's first personal, team fourth.
Number 20, Reed Bash.
And it is Besh in the game, 20. Reed Besh, a senior guard. A lot of guys in the game for BA especially. Now here comes Parker Howell in. So CPA has the sophomore Howell Coleman Span in the game, Braxton Bonds, Andrew Manuel, and Lindsay. Yes, Blackwell goes out for a breather. 2:50 to go, 8-8. Now 9-8. Eagles. 1 point lead. Bonds will set it up. Manuel on the right wing. Parker Howell playing a high post right now. Into Howell for 2. No good. Almost a foul. Well, Parker had him by the jersey for a minute there. Good rebound by Lester, though. Josh Lester, 42. Now it is Wilkes, or Taylor with a little dipsy-do move right there. Taylor for 3. No good. Rebound all the way to Bonds. Good job by Braxton. He's good at tracking down those long rebounds. Andrew Manuel back to Coleman Span. Back to Manuel. Manuel inside to Parker Howell. Foul is called on whom? Foul is called on Bacon. Team third. They have one apiece on Wilkes, Taylor, and now Bacon. Span for 3. No good. Too short. Rebound nicely there by McGrath. Foul called on Manuel on a push. Not what you want to have happen there in the backcourt. Coach Maddox can't be thrilled right now with the sharpness of the team, I don't think. We'll see. 9-8 Eagles in the lead. 2:06 to go in the first quarter. Taylor to Blue. Blue guarded by Span right there. Now Taylor inside to Lester. Lester, foul called on Parker Howell, I believe. It'll be the team's 6th foul, though.
Foul is on number 14, Parker Howell.
I missed one foul. Let's see. Oh, I went on Manuel, I think. That's right. So we have 16 fouls. And ball on the floor loose, picked up by McGrath. Now back outside the Blue. Drives down the middle. Ball stolen by Manuel, gives it to Bonds. 1:43, first quarter. Bonds. Coleman Span for 3 again. No good. Howell almost called over the back that time. Watch out. Josh Lester with the rebound. Lester, 42, is a big, they say 6'4". Looks bigger than that to me. Senior, big and strong player. Here is Henninger. Makes a move, takes a shot left-handed. No good. Rebound Lester, though. Lester goes up. No good. Ball knocked around. Parker Howell has it now. Manuel back to Bonds with 1:13 to go in the first. Bonds with Howell high posting. Lindsay and Span. Bonds has it knocked away from behind. And he thought it was a foul. He thought he got some elbow contact there. But instead it was knocked out of bounds off of BA's Blue. So it'll be CPA inbounding underneath the basket, basically. To the left side, it'll be Blackwell, or rather Bonds, looking for Adams in the game now. We'll see. Yep, Adams gets it over to Manuel. Adams is bigger this year at the football workouts. He's a hoss. Bonds drives. Coleman Span for 3 again. No good. Closer this time. He just couldn't quite get it to go. Foul called on Manuel. I think that'll be 7 fouls on CPA, 2 on Andrew Manuel. If they assess it to, yes, they do assess it to Andrew Jr. So it's 9-8 Eagles, 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back in Jake Alsmiller and also Connor Zelnick. So Zelnick, Adams, Blackwell, Bonds, and Alsmiller are in the game. 1-1 for James. Jordan James can't get the roll. Nice rebound by Blackwell. Here comes Bonds. 49 seconds. Bonds ahead of Zelnick. Inside for Adams. Back to Connor. Connor back to Bonds. Inside Adams. Adams going to go up. Adams go up strong. What a shot! Paul Adams. Nicely done right there. Wow. What a move. Big time move right there by Adams. And the Lions go back in front 10-9. Taylor for 2. Gets the roll. Yes. Well, that was just one of those that bounces straight up and goes in. What do you do about that? Bonds will be guarded in the man-to-man by Taylor. Now it's Henninger on Blackwell. 5-second count is on. He'll 11 seconds. 10, 9, off of Blackwell. 8.8 seconds to go, and it's a turnover committed by CPA. We will see. 11-10. The home team is ahead right now. Out will go Jordan James. Handed to Taylor. Taylor with 7. 6'5". Taylor driving down the lane, hands it off, no good. Blackwell picks it up and shoots. Oh, just to the right of the rim. Not bad, not that far off. So after one, it is CPA trailing Brentwood Academy 11-10. Resetting team foul situation. It's 7 fouls committed by CPA already. Only 3 called against Brentwood Academy. So that would be a factor as we go into the second quarter. Every foul, basically except for a charge, player control foul, will be shooting. Fouls for CPA, 2 against Manuel, 1 apiece against Bonds, Blackwell, Howell, Lindsay, and Allsmiller. Not really foul trouble then, just cumulatively a lot of fouls. Only 3 against Brentwood Academy committed by Taylor, Wilkes, and Bacon. Yes, I'm hungry. So far, if you're Brentwood Academy, you got to be happy with the way this is going. The pace is more your pace. It's a slower pace game. CPA Coach Maddox is not shy about saying he really wants chaos. They want a high-scoring game. They want tempo. They want full court. They want a running game. They want alley-oop dunks and layups. So far, not so much the case. And I think good D played by Brentwood Academy. And they're playing their tempo so far. We'll see if that changes. Second quarter now, nice knock away by Richard. Bonds goes up, back to Richard. Richard lays it up, no good. Foul called. The students wanted a block down there, but McGrath will be called for a foul. He says, my bad. He puts his hand to his chest, looks at the bench and says, that's my bad, guys. I shouldn't have lost the ball. And may have been a good block right there. Hard to tell, but it was called a foul against McGrath. Thomas at the line, rims out. That was close. So Richard, Bonds, Lindsay, Adams, and Allsmiller in the game for CPA. Taylor, McGrath, Henninger, Lester with the rebound right there, and Blue in the game for BA. Layup by Richard, no good. Henninger gets the rebound that time. Stolen by Allsmiller though. Here's Bonds. Bonds goes up. Nicely done. Reverse layup by Braxton. 12-11 Lions. Whistle blows for what? What's going on? Timeout, I guess. Hard to see. This gym is so compact that you're really looking for. You're right on top of the court. I mean, we are 10 feet from the court, I think, in this gym, which is kind of nice actually to be able to hear the coaches talking and hear the players. So timeout, CPA. And we'll maybe zoom in on Coach Maddox a little bit there, if you can. There you see Coach Maddox talking to Lindsay right now. Well, that was a short timeout, though. So, must have been a 30-second timeout called by BA, right? That was a timeout called by Brentwood Academy, I think. Yep. So that will be, yes, their first timeout of the game. First either team's timeout. Full court press again. Lions by 1 now. McGrath, Taylor. Beats the press. He's quick. Oh, what a block. Oh, Adams gets a call for the foul, though. Got a lot of ball, too. It was Henninger on the layup attempt. Paul Adams went up and blocked it, but he was called for the foul. That'll be his first. Lions spreading it out. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players with a foul. 2 for Manuel, and that makes 8. Free throw good, left-handed by Henninger. He is a senior, goes about 6'4" or so. He's a lefty, as we said. Good shooter. That's how he missed it, though. Rebound Adams. Good job by Paul. Here comes Braxton. 12-12. 7:09 to go in the second quarter. Bonds, screen by Lindsay. Bonds, nicely done. Great little play right there. A little screen out front by Jalen, and then Bonds took advantage of it. Got open for a jumper about 12 feet or so. Nice play, BA, though. The other direction, Taylor to Lester for 2. Tied at 14, 6:49 to go. Both teams now playing a little bit better, perhaps. The past couple possessions, they looked a little sharper, offensively at least. Richard is in trouble. 5-second, foul called? That's one of those where I'm on the other team's side that time. I don't think that was a foul. I think it was a bailout call right there for CPA, but we'll take it. Out goes Adams. Good job by Paul to play very well tonight. So far, he's hustling, getting rebound, making a basket so far. 6:36 in the second quarter. 14 apiece. 18 fouls against CPA, 5 against BA. So 2 more before the bonus if you're the Lions. Oh, man, almost stolen away there by Blue. Quick hands. Inside to Blackwell, to Richard. Lindsey's hanging out in the corner over there, like way in the left corner. You may be able to see him, I'm not sure, but we'll see if they're trying to go to Lindsey. I don't know. Jalen for 3, long range, no good. Off the right side of the rim. Lindsey had drained those 2 late in the game against East. That time, walking back down court, he was doing the shooting motion with his hands as if to kind of say, I got to get my touch going here. Taylor beats the press again. He's quick. Down the lane, stolen by Richard, though. Nice job by Thomas. Other direction, Thomas, Richard. In the corner to Bonds. Bonds guarded closely there by Blue. Blue still guarding closely. Knocked off of BA. Heads-up play by Bonds right there to get the ball off of Blue out of bounds. The crowd is right up against, the court. You can see it there. Bonds will inbound just right in front of the student section for CPA, actually. That's at least friendlier than Blackwell. Lindsey. Bonds. 3 seconds called against whom? Maybe Richard, maybe Blackwell, I don't know. Either way, it's a turnover. Out goes Taylor, out goes Blue. In come Wilkes, 11, and Curran, 10. Who else is in the game? Lester and Besh for BA. Out comes Manuel. Who's in for CPA? Lindsey, Richard, Blackwell, Alsmiller, and Bonds. Full court press. Wilkes this time. Wilkes beats it to Besh. Name is familiar. Besh, I guess, played last year in this game against CPA. At CPA, there's McGrath. McGrath to Besh, over his head, saves it. Guarded by Blackwell. Curran, Lester for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound, Blackwell. Air ball that time by BA. Bonds will drive. Good D for BA right now. Blackwell down the lane, loses his balance. Oh my goodness, what a save though. Gets it to Bonds. Alsmiller for 3. Off the rim, no good. A little bit too strong off to the right actually. 5:05 to go, tie game at 14. Lions not as sharp as they can be and probably will be later. Stolen right there, yes, good job by Richard, good hands. Now Blackwell comes up with it. Blackwell will what? Give to Bonds. Bonds, the baseline jumper is too strong. Rebound, nobody there for the Lions. It's taken away by Curran. Curran will be full court pressed. He loses control of the ball momentarily, gives it to McGrath, though. McGrath stolen by Blackwell. Blackwell. Bonds lays it in, nicely done. Good look away. He looked McGrath away. Timeout called by Coach Maddox. It's a full timeout. Bonds that time looked at Blackwell, and it froze McGrath long enough for Bonds to make the layup on the left side of the basket. So 16-14, Lions go up by 2 again. And Coach Maddox wanted a timeout, as his custom is. Sometimes he'll call a timeout after a made basket by CPA to get his guys focused defensively and regroup. Now there's a bloody nose going on. Reed Besh with a bloody nose, or bloody mouth on the BA bench. We may be able to see that, I don't know. Right down in front of us. There you see him holding it to his nose. Must have gotten dinged in the face there. Hope he's okay, but yeah. Anyway, so the Lions, boy, it's a tight game. 4:37 on the clock. My point a moment ago is to say that CPA doesn't appear in a rhythm and a flow. And you got to credit BA for disrupting them. I think BA is doing a good job, first of all, of breaking the press. CPA is full court pressing, but the likes of Taylor, number 3, and Wilkes, 11, doing a nice job of breaking that press with their quickness. They're really quick. Taylor is a flash of lightning out there, number 3. He's playing in the middle. Will he get the ball? We'll see. They tried. No, stolen by Blackwell. Blackwell goes up, jams it left-handed. That time, CPA camping out where Taylor was and making the steal. Nice job by Blackwell. 18-14, the freshman. Wow. Jack Cawthorn, he's a freshman. Yes, out of bounds over the head of Lester. So Wilkes on the pass attempt. Ed Wilkes, a sophomore. 5'10", way too far. Coach Husband gives him a little bit of a pat on the back as he goes out, saying it's okay, shake it off. Lions basketball, 4:22 to go in the first half. Bonds, quiet gem all of a sudden. Braxton Bonds. Blackwell setting a screen for Lindsey off the ball. Foul called and one. Before the shot or after? No. They say before the shot. Looks like he was in the air. They're going to say it's on the floor, so it'll be the 6th team foul. Blues second, team's fourth, or rather, I missed some fouls on them. 6th. Yep, there we go. Here is Lindsay from the free throw line. Swish. Well, Lions may get warmed up right now. 20-14. They go up by 6. Biggest lead of the game, yes. For the Lions, especially, at least. I think that's right. Here's Taylor, though, with quickness. Taylor down the line. Taylor goes up. Blocked by Lindsay, or disrupted anyway. Rebound. Lester has it for a moment, but it's Lindsay who tips it out to Manuel, now to Bonds. Blackwell, Lindsay, not quite able to get that one cleanly over the rim for the dunk. Was Blackwell to Lindsay on the attempt. Here's Blue to Taylor in the corner to stolen by Lindsay. Here comes a dunk. Here comes one. And jams it. Jalen Lindsay emphatically says, I am going to steal that ball. What's the call now? Full timeout call by Brentwood Academy. There you go, 22-14. All of a sudden, Lions are up by 8. They can score quickly. That time, it was Lindsay on a steal. He goes in. Before that, the play before that was Blackwell trying to throw the ball over the rim to Lindsay for a dunk, but it hit. I think it may have hit the rim, or just, Lindsay couldn't quite get his hands on it. It hit the rim and the backboard and bounced away. Is this CPA getting into more of its rhythm? We will see. It appears that way now. They have adjusted the zone press to where they're not letting the ball get to Taylor in the middle as easily. That time, there's been 2 times when Blackwell stole the ball from the spot where Taylor would have caught it previously and taken the ball up court to break the press. If you follow me on that, it's CPA has tightened up its zone press and not allowing that entry pass to the quick guard as seamlessly as they were earlier. So good in-game adjustment by Coach Maddox and his staff. It'll be BA basketball. We'll see. So there's Taylor in the middle again. You can't see him right now, but he's just to the left of your screen. Number 3, and Blackwell is hanging out with him. Now he backs off. Now it's Blue. Taylor has it now. Taylor will try to break it. He will. See, that's what you don't want to have happen. Blocked from behind by Jake. It was all ball, and they called a foul. Jake Allsmiller got the ball. Referee said, I think I'm going to give him a foul call. Jake's second, team 9th. Henninger to the line. There's Jake right here. Free throw good. There it is. So Lions have 9 team fouls, so they're 1 away from a double bonus. Lions lead by 7. Could be 6 in a moment. No good. Rebound, what? Violation, what? Violation on the shooter, I think. Maybe he jumped into the lane before the ball hit the rim. So the lead will stay 7. 3:18 to go in the first half. Good student section here by CPA and BA, both. Pretty spirited gym setting. Allsmiller for 3, no good. Rebound taken by Henninger on the nice block out there. Oh, Taylor almost loses it. Still almost loses it. Being hassled by Allsmiller and Manuel. Manuel now will hustle back. Taylor will set it up. Watch out. Here's Jake on a hustle at half court. Maybe trapping defense. Don't get a foul. They have 2 already. Here's Blackwell. Just on the steal. Gives it to Bonds. Bonds in the corner to Manuel. Manuel makes a move. They're going to call traveling on that one. Manuel, maybe he did. I don't know. 2:39 to go, second quarter. Lions have a 7-point lead that needs to be more, though. There's Blue trying to get the ball to Taylor, maybe. The carry, not called. Allsmiller. Henninger, he traveled, no call. Taken away, jump ball called. Jump ball, good job by Braxton Bonds to get the jump ball, and CPA's turn to possess on the alternate possession arrow. In comes McGrath, out goes Blue. Maybe a little bit of offense for defense right there. 2:25 on the clock in the second quarter. The gym is fairly full. I'd say it's almost a capacity crowd here. Not quite, though. Good crowd, though. 2:20 to go. Lions, can they pull away? Screen set by Lindsay. Lindsay thinks about a 3, but he's guarded closely There's Blackwell, nice to Richard. Richard down the lane. Richard lays it up, no good. Blackwell tries to get a hand on it, can't do it. Here comes Taylor, or rather, Curran. He traveled like unbelievably traveled, or carried. There is Lindsay. What a move! What a move! Lindsay to Blackwell, back to Lindsay. Layup is good. That was a nice combination from junior to freshman to junior again. Lead is 9 points now, the biggest of the game. Taylor down the lane. Taylor tries to pass it to Lester, but over his head wildly. Here comes Alsmiller. Bonds. Lindsay. Lindsay goes up, slams it! One-handed. Jalen Lindsay smiles at Braxton Bonds. What a play. 11-point lead. That brought a smile from number 21 right there. Richard with a near steal. Good job by Thomas. It'll be Eagles basketball with 1:27 to go second quarter. Man, CPA is playing well right now. They are hustling. Up by 11. McGrath. Taylor for Henninger. Blocked by Blackwell. Lindsay ahead to Bonds. He's by himself. He'll lay it up. Yes. CPA is in fuego. Lindsay. That time to Bonds. Lions by 13 points. Biggest lead of the game. Richard guarding McGrath down there, I think. Turnover out of bounds off of, no, it's Henninger actually who lost the ball out of bounds. Pressured by Thomas Richard. Here's Bonds to Alsmiller. Back to Bonds. Lindsay will set up here on the far right side, way out front. Now Jake, they're going to run some clock. 49 seconds to go. Alley-oop, not good that time. Lindsay couldn't quite get there. It was well defended, I think, by BA that time. Well, there's a foul. Blackwell committed that one, no question. That will be a call. It'll be Blackwell's second personal. Team 10th. 2 free throws coming up now for BA. 13-point lead Lions, 38.6 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Lions have played really well this past few minutes to extend their lead from what was 7 to 13. Now it's 12. Out goes Blackwell with the 2 fouls. That's probably a good idea not to get him that third one before halftime. Manuel's back in. Lions in many ways still kind of finding themselves as a team, having lost, of course, big loss. Craig Bradshaw along with Tucker Johnson and I'll get it in a second. My brain is fried right now. I can see his face. I just can't think of his name right now. But 3 seniors graduated. You have to say that Bradshaw was the engine a lot of times last year. And Lions looking for that spark. Brandon Cook, thank you. Brandon Cook, it came to my head just then. So the 3 seniors graduate. Key players, lots of different ways. And Lions still looking for some leadership. 14 seconds, now 13. They're going to take the last shot. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Bonds will drive. Bonds for Manuel. What's the call? Foul call. Manuel drains it. Thank you, Derek. It's a push call. It'll be the 7th team foul, so that'll be 1-1 for Braxton Bonds. Foul's called against whom? Let's see. What? Offensive foul? No. Offensive foul called against Braxton Bonds. Can't believe that one. Second personal on Bonds, team's 11th. That's hard to fathom, that one.
To the line to shoot 2 for the Eagles, number 10, Cameron Curran.
Coach Maddox there is questioning the official. You can see it on screen. What did he do wrong, Coach Maddox said. To the line goes Curran. Shot is no good. Well, there's a little bit of justice maybe. So it's an 11-point lead with 4.8. Lions will have time for another shot if they get the ball up court quickly. Odd call right there. Second one is good. Lead is 10 points. Bonds, 4 seconds, now 3, 2, 1. Richard for 3. No good, off the back of the rim. So it will be a 10-point advantage at the half. And CPA will have done really well in the second quarter to come back, but to extend their lead and go up by what amounts to be 10 points. They played much better that last 4 minutes of that second quarter. A lot more flow, steals on defense, hustle plays, and then on offense, boom, 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 layup, slam dunk, alley-oop. Much sharper than they were in the first quarter, I would have to say. So CPA will go talk about it, as will Brentwood Academy, and we'll take a break here at halftime, and we'll show you a little bit of our admissions video while we have a couple minutes. So enjoy that, and we'll be back with you in about 8 minutes.
A burning vision for a Christ-centered school was central to the ministry of Christ Presbyterian Church at its founding in 1981. The original building on this campus was designed primarily for Christian education and held the first worship service on May 13, 1984. After considerable sacrifice and prayer, Christ Presbyterian Academy opened its doors on September 3, 1985. It began as a kindergarten through 6th grade elementary school with 124 students and 11 faculty members. A grade was added each year until the original 6th grade class eventually became the first graduating class of 8 seniors in 1992. Christ Presbyterian Academy operates within a triangular partnership of home, church, and school, all building into the lives of students. As a covenant school, every family has at least one Christian parent who trusts that our covenant-keeping God will maintain their family's line of faith by bringing their child to a saving relationship with Jesus Christ. By choosing Christian education, parents embrace both belief in God's faithfulness and also parental responsibility to raise their children according to God's truth. This philosophy brings families to CPA from 30 different zip codes in the mid-state that represent about 75 different churches. Every education has a worldview. In Christian education, the worldview is based on the truth of God, which is revealed in His Word, the Bible, and made flesh in the person of Jesus Christ. Through a Christian worldview, we see that God is the inspiration of great art and literature, the sovereign director of events throughout history, and the author and creator of the physical world. Under the guidance of wise and godly faculty members, students at CPA have the opportunity to thoughtfully reflect upon and apply a Christian worldview to all facets of the academic disciplines. It means viewing everything from the complex formulas of physics to the American Revolution to the epic poems of Homer through the lens of the gospel. With precision and excellence, CPA teaches students how to filter all knowledge and life through God's truth. Students are equipped to impact our culture by making great films, writing great literature, producing great music, leading successful businesses, healing through medicine, being godly spouses and parents, or doing whatever it is God has specifically called them to do with excellence and for God's glory. Our school motto is Soli Deo Gloria, which is Latin for To God Alone Be the Glory. We strive to bring honor to God in every aspect of the Academy and each student's life. Whether our students are involved in fine arts, athletics, student government, rigorous academic classes, or any other aspect of the school, the scope of that experience is designed to develop their God-given gifts and bring glory to Him. Ultimately, knowledge must be applied in order to take root and grow. Thus, students have the opportunity to learn through experience beyond the traditional classroom. Everyone is a creative being made in the image of a creative God. Studying the concepts of color, light, form, rhythm, harmony, order, and expression reveal more of the character of God. Therefore, CPA believes that studying and participating in fine arts are necessary for a strong education. Through opportunities for growth in understanding, appreciation, and enjoyment of different art forms, all students are encouraged to discover their relationship to the arts. God has gifted each individual with unique talents and abilities in order to accomplish His purposes, and it is important to provide a learning environment for students to uncover and exercise their different artistic talents and abilities. The athletic program at CPA is designed to develop characteristics that allow students to win with humility, lose with grace, and persevere to achieve goals. Teams from elementary through high school compete in a structure that is age-appropriate, competitive, and focused on skills. Athletics promote individual development and discipline, willingness to sacrifice for the team, and pursuit of the highest degree of excellence possible. Participating in athletics allows students to connect and interact with a wide variety of schools throughout Middle Tennessee. Having an athletic program is not what makes us special. The difference at CPA is having the privilege to share Christ in a unique way through our words and actions as athletes, coaches, parents, friends, and family members. Teaching servant leadership is also a key element for students from kindergarten through 12th grade. All students are given opportunities to participate in mission-minded activities that flesh out the love of God by serving others. Every year, student-led service projects support ministries and organizations both here in Nashville and around the world. As CPA strives to produce leaders for the next generation, we teach students that true leadership is found in service. Whatever they do in life and wherever they may go, they are prepared to make an impact by exercising their faith. CPA has graduates scattered throughout the nation and the world, armed with God's truth, proclaiming His message of faith, hope, and love. Alumni can be found serving in areas such as healthcare, law, business, construction, professional arts and athletics, missions, and practically any other occupation you can imagine. CPA students have gone on to play college sports and signed Division I scholarships in basketball, football, volleyball, soccer, cross country, track, swimming, baseball, softball, and golf. Fine arts students have achieved successful careers, including winning Emmy Awards, appearing in primetime shows on NBC and ABC, signing record contracts with RCA and other major labels, performing on Broadway, and appearing in motion pictures and more. CPA has always defined its greatest success by the words of 3 John 4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Seeing our students come to know God is our highest calling.
All right, folks, there's a bit of a delay here. There's a power outage with one of the power outlets down by the scorer's table, so they've had to go get a cord and run the cord. So now we're going to have 2 minutes, I think, before the second half starts. A little bit longer halftime than we would have had. If Joseph Newman is out there watching, Phil Newman bringing the broadcast along with Sean Spencer and Guy Buttersnaps on camera. I don't think you heard that. Did you hear that? Nathan, did you hear that? That's a little bit of a shout out to my friends who like the show. Psych, Sean Spencer along with the Heater, Guy Buttersnaps, and Derek Pennico. Do you watch Psych? Huh? You watch Psych?
No.
Okay. You're too busy studying, right?
Yeah.
Derek Pennico does not watch Psych. He's too busy doing homework as he worked on his master's at Belmont University. I'm sitting next to the Blackwell family here, some of the Blackwell. Almost second half. Let's go over the scoring real quickly here. Actually, it's, let's see. Okay, for the Lions, 12 points for Bonds, 8 for Blackwell, and 2 for Paul Adams. So leading scorer would be Braxton Bonds, a junior, with 12. For the home-standing Eagles, it's 5 points for Lester and Curran. Lester, 42, the big man. Curran, number 10, a guard. And then 2 points apiece for Taylor and Bluth and Henninger, and 3 for Besh. Here we go, second half now underway. Taylor has it into McGrath. McGrath over to Blue. Blue guarded. It's Taylor now gets it, almost walks. McGrath for 3, though. Short. Rebound. Bounce around. Richard had it for a second. And nice job by Henninger to get it in. Or Henninger. I think it's Henninger, but either way, it's a bucket for him. It's 8-point lead, Lions off the bat. Bonds on the lane. Bonds will go up left-handed. Crazy shot. Rebound. Blackwell now. Richard goes up. Out of bounds off of, they say, Richard. Hard to tell. Looked like it was maybe off of BA that time. So sitting right here next to Mr. Blackwell, I think it is, right? Braxton's dad, and he's a freshman, doing well. He was at NBA earlier, came to CPA last year. We were joking about how he sang Zippity Doodah in the 8th grade talent show, or 8th grade play. Not play, what do you call it? 40s Day, I think. Zippity Doodah was Blackwell. Now he's playing on the hoops, on the basketball court. 8-point lead Lions. Taylor for 3. Swish. The girls' game earlier, if it's any indication of what happened in that game, it was that all of a sudden BA came back from down 12 and drained 4 threes and won the game going away against our girls. We don't want to get BA heated up on the threes too much tonight. That was a big one right there. 5-point lead now, Lions. 7:03 to go, third quarter.
Fellas on Josh Lester is first. Team's first in the second half.
A couple of people texted me, asking about the girls' game. We lost that game. The girls lost. You may have just heard that. 12-point lead, and they couldn't stop the 3-point shot late in the game by BA, and the Eagles won going away by 11 points, I think. So tough way to end the night, or I guess begin the night, in the game for CPA in that game. If you hear me stutter a little bit, it's because I've been eating Jell-O for 30 hours and nothing else. So when they say his strength is perfect, his strength is definitely being perfect right now. In my weakness, he is strong, because I had a stomach thing past day and a half, not to overshare, but definitely praying on the way over here for strength to get this broadcast and to do it well. So here we go. Blackwell has the ball, top of the key, screen by Lindsay there, guarded in a man-to-man by Henninger. Blackwell, Bonds down the lane, cut off. Richard for a 3, swish. Big shot right there by Thomas Richard. Wow. Lions needed that one. Back to an 8-point lead, 31-23. 6:30 to go, third quarter. Taylor. Henninger drives. Tipped away. Good hustle right there by Jake Alsmiller. I think Richard got a piece of the pass, and then Jake was able to hustle over And it was out of bounds off of Allsmiller, so it'll be Eagles basketball. Out comes Blue. He's holding, he maybe got hit in the, hit somewhere there. Blocked by Lindsay. What a rejection that was. Inside Curran, Henninger, traveling. No, 3 seconds. Yes, traveling is the call. I thought so. Henninger. Lions by 8, 6-12 in the third. Blackwell gives it inbound to Bonds. Bonds, screen by Lindsay. Double screen by Blackwell. Bonds, another screen by Blackwell. A lot of high screens going on. That time knocked away by Henninger. Stolen, good job by him. But behind, almost McGrath. McGrath goes in, shot falls, no foul call. Osmo thought he could take a charge, perhaps, but it was not called. No call there. Back to 6-point lead then. Bonds across midcourt, 5:40. Jake, man-to-man, guarded by McGrath. Richard, guarded by Taylor, back to Osmo out of Bonds. Bonds kicks it inside Lindsay. Lindsay's trying to spin, gets to Blackwell. He does. What a nice play, but Blackwell can't quite get the shot to go. Left-handed, that time tipped away. Braxton looked like he went up a little bit awkwardly on that layup attempt and couldn't quite get the angle off the backboard to put it in. It'll be BA bringing it in against the full court press once again. 6-point lead with 5:20 to go here in the third. Taylor to the bucket. Taylor tries to drive, passes off, blocked by Allsmiller. Foul called on Jake. That's all ball. That's the second one in tonight that Jake has been called for a foul when really it looked like all ball. His third personal foul, team's first of the half. At the line is Henninger. Shot gets the roll. Well, Barbara Carney, real nice lady here at BA told me. I thought told me it was Henninger, but the PA announcer is calling it Henninger. Whatever. Free throw's good for the left-hander. Second shot also good. Swish. He's a good shooter. Lead is back to 4, down to 4. It was 10. It was 12 actually earlier in the first half. Here's Blackwell to Lindsay off his leg, too low. A pass, I think, right there. Lindsay frustrated. I think the pass was a little too tough for Jalen to get down and handle. So it's a turnover. Kick that time by Bonds. It'll be BA taking over. Foul situation, 2 apiece this half. McGrath trying to get past Bonds. Now it's Curran. Back to McGrath, now to Taylor. Taylor down the lane. Taylor goes up. Taylor gets a foul called and the bucket. Crazy.
Basket Brandon Taylor and the foul.
That call was intriguing, to say the least. Taylor gets the bucket and the foul. Foul on Richard. He'll be his first, team's third of the half. Foul situation, Lions 3 on Jake, 2 on Braxton Blackwell, 2 on Manuel, 2 on Bonds. Here's Bonds to Richard. Lindsay trying to post up on Henninger. He, that time, got fouled by Lester, I think, on a push. They're going to call that on Josh Lester, the big man, 42. He's got to go 6'5". They say 6'4" on the roster, but he looks bigger than that. He's pretty wide, too. He's a strong young man. Bonds trying to inbound for Lindsay. We'll get it. Good pressure by Lester. Lindsay for 3. He lost the handle before the shot. It was an awkward shot. Richard gets it back from Blackwell, rather. Two Braxtons make it tough on the announcer. Blackwell and Bonds. Down the lane goes Blackwell, loses his footing. Maybe gotten tripped there, no call. Curran goes up for no. Tries to go back to Taylor. Taylor for 2. No good rebound. Richard. Nice job by Thomas right there. 4:07 to go, third quarter. Lions by a point. Just a point. They were up by 10 at the half at 28-18. It's going to be a 12-3 run in the second half for BA so far. 3:50 on the clock. Is that right? 3 points for the Lions this half? That's crazy. Blackwell into Lindsay. Lindsay loses the handle, taken away by BA. Lions are out of sync right now, big time. Taylor all the way to the bucket, passes it back to Manuel, turns out. Behind his back, Richard to Bonds. Bonds going to take a 2 swish. Braxton with 14 points in the game. Timeout called by Coach Maddox. That's probably a good timeout. They are not in sync. It's a full. Coach is trying to adjust here on the fly. Lions just don't look sharp. And BA is playing pretty well. They're pesky on defense. They're disrupting CPA's flow. Shout out to Robin Blackwell. Robin, I think you are in Virginia. Virginia or Illinois?
She's in Virginia, Harrisonburg. She's up there with cousin Ralph.
Massey Birch? Yeah. Okay. Robin Blackwell, Braxton's mother, is up with cousin Ralph Sampson. In Virginia, I think you may be tuning in. Is Ralph watching?
I don't know. They should be. They all should be. They text me all day.
Okay. Mr. Blackwell, I'm not sure if Ralph Sampson's watching, but that'd be fun if you are watching. Ralph, big fan of yours from a couple of years ago. Enjoyed watching you play. Okay. Either way, I'm pretty sure that Robin is watching, Braxton's mom. So welcome to the broadcast. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Taylor off the hands of Curran, out of bounds. Turnover. CPA may have adjusted its press that time. Manuel into Braxton Bonds. 3-point lead Lions. 3:13 to go third quarter. Braxton to Andrew Manuel. Now Lindsay looking for Parker Howell inside, the sophomore posting up. Lindsay with Sky for 2. Swish. Big time right there. That was elite. Lindsay said on Friday night, if you want to be an elite player, you got to make elite shots, and that was an elite shot right there. Back to 5-point lead. Curran. Manuel is guarding in the zone. Knocked away momentarily, almost stolen by CPA, but not quite. Back into the hands of Taylor and McGrath and Curran. Curran almost losing it there. CPA's defense is playing well right now. Parker Howell, Richard. Drive by Curran, goes up awkwardly. Rebound, bounce, knocked around to Richard. They will run. Lindsay, will he drive or will he stop? He'll pop. He will, no good. Rebound, Howell though. Good job by Parker, but he loses it. That's got to be traveling, right? Yes. Parker had it for a moment. Lester took it away, but Lester hopped his way out of bounds while holding the basketball. That would be the textbook definition of traveling with the basketball. It will be CPA basketball. 2:15 to go in the third. They lead by 5. It was 10 at the half. Howell from Bonds, no good on the bank shot. Couldn't quite get it to fall. Parker will still probably find his rhythm after football season. Not as much practice in the preseason for those football players, including Thomas. Richard, Andrew Manuel, another one. Taylor for 2, no good. Rebound up in the air. Who's it off of? We don't know. Off of BA, they say. Andrew will throw it in.
Jordan James re-enters the lineup for the Eagles.
As we know, different sports have different fitness levels, and you can be football fit but not basketball fit. And I think that's something that the basketball guys are still getting their legs and their lungs under them, if you will. Bonds. Lead is 5, 1:47 to go in the third. Richard. Bonds. Down the lane. Bonds kicks it over out of bounds. Tipped by BA. It will be Lions basketball. Bonds will inbound deep in the corner. Nobody guarding him. Well, let's see. Can he get the ball in bounds? Yes. Now back to Bonds. Bonds for 3. Don't leave him open. Don't leave him open unless you want to pay. That'll be 17 points for Bonds so far in this game. Leading scorer for CPA. McGrath, now Blue back in the game. Lead is 8 again. 1:13 to go in the third. Henninger back in the corner for 3. It's too short that time by Blue. Rebound bounced around to Parker Howell. Howell got fouled. No call right there. Bonds. Richard saves it. Showing his wide receiver skills right there. He had to go back and adjust to that ball. Manuel. Lindsay for three, skying. Oh, in and out. Manuel fighting for it. They're going to call him for a foul, aren't they? That was good hustle right there by Manuel. He got penalized unfairly. That's ridiculous. I got to tell you. Manuel fought his way into position for that one. And if anything, it was, he was being held. Referee didn't see it that way. It will be a turnover. It will be a foul against Andrew. That'll be Manuel's third foul. Team's fourth this half. 3 team fouls against BA this half. The half-court zone pressure. We'll see if Lions trap it out of it or not. Coach Maddox talking to the scoreboard book lady there. We'll see if they double team or they just let it go. 21 seconds to go in the third. Maybe BA wants a last shot. They're down by 8. A 3 would make it 5. That'd be a big play for them if they were able to execute it. 12. Now 10 seconds. 7. Taylor. Blue for 3. No good. Rebound. It doesn't matter. It's over before the shot was taken, I do believe. The third quarter will come to an end. With the Lions up by 8, they were ahead by 10 at the half. So BA picks up a net of 2 points in that quarter. Back in will come Lester, 42. And the Lions cheerleaders are doing the Lion Spirit cheer. We could maybe give a little bit of love to the cheerleaders right there. There, you see them in the corner. CPA basketball cheerleaders, including one of our favorite young ladies, Courtney Baker, who helps out with some of our broadcasts during the fall. And Courtney and her cohorts. Courtney is a junior, I think that's right. No, is she a junior? Maybe a senior, actually. No, junior. So good job by the Lions cheerleaders right there. And now it's time for the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us late tonight, a couple of people asking about the girls. The girls were ahead by 12, but BA came back and won that game by about 11 points earlier. So CPA falls to 6-2 on the season. Here's Bonds looking for Jake. 8-point lead CPA. Team fouls 4, CPA 3, BA. Lindsay thinks about a 3, but then he has it stolen away. Taylor is so quick. Taylor will go racing down the court and lay it in. Good job by Jake trying to catch him, but man, Taylor is just a flash of speed right there. Here comes Braxton Bonds. Bonds. Lions lead by 6. Man-to-man D being played well, and the BA students chanting defense. That'll be out of bounds. Adams was trying to get it back to Lindsay, but they miscommunicated there. Or Adams thought he was going to stay, and Lindsay ran. Lindsay looks at Paul and says, "It's okay, don't worry about it." So that's good teamwork to see that Jalen goes, "Hey, shake it off. Let's just make it next time." Taylor inside, Taylor in the middle. They're playing kind of a, well, here's a Henninger for 3. A dangerous shot, no good. Rebound though by Taylor. Taylor looking for Lester. Lester saves it in. Fighting for it on the floor. BA is hustling really well right now. Lester to McGrath. Blue for 3. Swish. That will be good. And it's going to be a 3-point lead again. Well, for the first time in quite a while, actually, it's down to 3. Well, no, it was 1 at 31-30. So now it's 38-35 with 6:38 to go in the fourth. Allsmiller for 3. Can't quite get the range. And good job by Adams to not commit the over-the-back foul right there. Jake not quite in the rhythm after the ankle injury and the flu. He's just not quite there yet. It'll come. It'll come as he keeps working at it. Frustrating place to be, a young man that just can't quite get his shot to fall like he did the past 2 years. One of the leading three-pointers in the state. Tipped away that time. Back to Taylor, though. Taylor now, he's playing kind of a high post, if you will, a little guard, high post. Trying to be a little pivot point, if you will. Then now he has the ball, Taylor does. Looking inside for Lester. He drives baseline. Kicks it back for 3 to McGrath. No good. Rebound, Allsmiller. No, yes, over the back or a poke called against McGrath. Second personal on McGrath, team's fourth. So, and no full court pressure right here. I see Coach Elston down there right next to Coach Mr. Anderson. And to our far right, they're enjoying the game, I hope. Nail biter right now. There's Braxton Bonds in the corner. Richard for three. Good. Thomas Richard. What a big bucket. He's made 2 clutch threes tonight that I count, at least 2. And the Lions go back up by 6. That was huge. That may be the shot of the game so far. The Lions were struggling, and they needed a bucket there big time. Lions call timeout again. That would be their third of the half. They have 2 left. BA has 3 remaining. Coach Maddox talking to the guys in the huddle. Short timeout. That must have been a 30-second timeout. Still anybody's game right now. We'll see if the Lions can pull away as they did at the end of the first half rather. Lions undefeated, 6-0, undefeated in 2012 actually. Have not lost a game this calendar year. BA 0-1, having lost their first game, only 1 game so far played this season. They've lost it to Cookeville by 9 points last Friday night over in Cookeville rather. It was 60-51, I believe. So Brentwood Academy, you would think would be a little bit rusty, but they played sharp tonight. Foul called on Lindsay there, on the arm. The referee really can't see that. It's just too fast of a game for the refs. Second personal on Lindsay, team 5th. Inbounding will be Taylor, crossing his arms for the play. Lester spins around, being manned up there, good by Braxton Blackwell, very well. Henninger now to McGrath, now to Blue. Blue looking inside for Henninger. McGrath cutting block by Lindsay. What a block. Here comes Blackwell the other way. Blackwell wants to be Magic Johnson. They're going to call a carry on Blackwell. Blackwell is a big man who likes to handle the ball, though. That time he was called for getting the ball stuck on his hip. So maybe good defense played right there by BA to force that turnover. 5:03 remaining in the fourth. 6-point lead Lions. No lead is safe. Brentwood Academy is proficient from 3. Like this one, Taylor, no good. That's way off. This time it comes to Bonds. Bonds will bring it up the other way. Looks for Blackwell. Blackwell down the lane. Blackwell goes up. Blackwell lays it in. Nice play by Braxton Blackwell right there, the freshman. Number 11 with a beautiful little drive and layup. Lead is back to 8. 4:36 to go. McGrath, Blue. He traveled, no call. McGrath to Blue. Blue steps into a 3, swish. Look out. They can shoot the 3 now. They can shoot the 3. 4:18 to go. It's back to a 5-point advantage for your Lions. Bonds with a screen from Blackwell. Down the lane goes Bonds. Bonds trying to find a Blackwell, but can't find it. He is called for traveling as he rolls over and passes the ball to Jalen. Referee decided that Bonds' feet were off the ground there, off the floor, and he was called for the violation. 4:04 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-point lead. BA has a chance to cut it to 2 or 3. To 3 or 2, I should say, either with a 2 or with a 3-point bucket. They would draw closer. Taylor guarded by Richard. If BA were to win this game, this gym would explode. Henninger no good. Rebound Henninger. Alsmiller, good job by Jake. Richard. Thomas will wait for the cavalry, and there's Lindsay. Lindsay spins. Lindsay passes to Blackwell. Blackwell goes up. Blackwell scores. Nicely done. Blackwell's really good at that kind of fake one-way step the other way, keep his pivot foot anchored and make guys look silly. Did the same thing against East on Friday night. With that kind of a head fake, pump fake, pivot foot, and boy, it's a thing of beauty. Now, Lions up by 7 again. Whistle blows. Timeout called by the Eagles. It is a 30. Okay, foul trouble. Let's go over that again. Not much for either team, really. Well, 3 against Alsmiller and 3 against Manual, so that's somewhat of a, not too bad, actually, for Lions. And 3:11 to go in the game. Team fouls 5 against CPA and 4 called against BA. Brentwood Academy and CPA, of course, very familiar with each other. Just down the road, just down Old Hickory Boulevard, basically about 3.5 miles, I think, apart. A lot of history over the years. A lot of connections with our faculty, staff, and administration, and just a lot of respect, I think, on both sides, and also an intense rivalry. I mean, it's both teams really want to win this game. Zone. Bonds and Alsmiller out front. McGrath has the ball. He's going to get it to Taylor with 2:59 to go. 7-point lead. Big possession right here. They need a bucket. If you're Brentwood Academy, you need a bucket. Maybe a 3. Tipped away by Blackwell. Now it comes to Henninger, though. He steps up. Shot is no good. Lester. Shot is, oh my goodness, rims out. That one goes in, though, by Henninger. So they are persistent right there. Good defense play by the Lions, but the final rebound and is in for a 5-point deficit for Brentwood Academy. Lindsay trying to find a pass to maybe Alsmiller on the far side, but it was he was fouled before that. On the arm.
Josh Lester commits the foul.
Lester will call for the foul, his 3rd of the game.
Team's 5th.
That will be the 5th on BA this half. Lindsay going to hand it off to Bonds. Guarded by Blue. It's a man-to-man right now by BAs. They like, oh my goodness, almost out of bounds. Good job by Richard to save it. Lindsay tried to pass it right back to him inside out, but Richard was already moving to another spot on the floor. Blackwell looking for help, finds Bonds. Blackwell down the lane now to Richard for 3. No good. Blocked out nicely by BA. Lester has it. 5-point lead. Lions 1:53 remaining. 4th quarter. It is a nerve-wracking finish right here we're coming down to. As I say, this BA crowd would probably storm the floor if they win this game against the defending state champion. And a team that is favored to repeat in AA, really. That's going to be a foul called against Braxton Bonds on a hold or on a shove in the back. Bonds got 4 fouls on him now. Watch out. Leading scorer for CPA tonight, Braxton Bonds, with I think 17. If my math is right. 45-40. What's the deal? Traveling. Referee may have heard the fan up here. Some fan right near us yelled down. He's moving his pivot foot, a la Coach Norman Dale and Hoosiers. And that time, the referee called a travel against McGrath. 1:23 to go. Lions lead by 5. What they're missing right now, boy, that's got to be a foul. Nope, not called. Bonds up to Lindsay. Too high for Lindsay, though. Here comes Blue, the other direction. To Taylor. Taylor for 3. Way off. Good defense played by Richard that time. That's going to be a foul before the shot. Before the shot on the floor committed against McGrath or Henninger by, I think. Blackwell. Okay. That's better than Bonds. That would have been his 5th. 3 fouls now against Blackwell, 7 against the team. So Lions, there's a bit of foul trouble right now with Bonds has 4. He's their best ball handler. Henninger left-handed, no good. Rebound. Lindsay tips it to Blackwell, and Blackwell hands it off to Bonds. 1:02 to go in regulation, at least. 45-40. Now under a minute to go. That's where the Lions would have benefited from having someone like Craig Bradshaw. Last season, they had Craig Bradshaw who could help. Also, Vic Wharton on the squad last year, who transferred or moved over to Independence High School, where his dad is a coach over there this year. Wharton and Bradshaw did a good job of helping to salt the game away late last season. This year, it's up to Bonds, really, and it's hard to do it with a one-man only. Bonds is trying, almost walk right there. Bonds, 47 seconds to go, 5-point lead. Now Blackwell, can Blackwell help handle the basketball? Blackwell to Lindsay. Lindsay underneath and slams it. Jalen Lindsay. Big play right there. Blackwell with the assist. Lindsay with the slam under the basket. And the Lions go up by 7 with 30 seconds to go. Taylor down the lane. This is rejected by Lindsay. Oh, gracious goodness. Foul called against committed on Blackwell by, I think, McGrath. Huge right there. What a rejection by Jalen Lindsay. That is the leadership we're talking about. He showed that late in the game against East on Friday, and he showed it just right here with the slam and then the rejection on either end. CPA fans chanting, "Let's play football. Let's play football," if they want to have a football game. That'd be a tough matchup. Brentwood Academy is outstanding in football. Coach Elson over there smiling with Coach Mr. Anderson. Free throws are no good. 8-point lead. Now one free throw was good. I apologize. One free throw was good by Braxton Blackwell. So don't go anywhere. After the game, we will have an interview. I'm hoping to get Braxton Blackwell up here for a quick on-camera interview. So stick around. And we'll get that post-game interview. Lions appear to be on track to win this game, up by 8 with 21.8 to go. A few of the fans for BA appear to be heading for the exits. So Nathan, if you can hear me, yeah, we'll try to get Braxton Blackwell right in about here and put the camera on us. And after we talk to Braxton, just put it on me and I'll say goodnight. So Nathan Olmstead on camera, appreciate his work. Derek Pinnico on production, big help. Appreciate Derek. I understand the camera signal has been a little bit splotchy, or a couple times. So if you're out there watching, apologize for that. We're on the network here at BA, on their wireless network. You never know. Internet signals are just always hit or miss. Someday they'll eventually be airtight, perfect, but not now, not yet. Okay, 21.8 seconds remaining, 17 fouls apiece. 2 timeouts for CPA, 1 for Brentwood Academy. 8-point lead Lions. They're going to win the game unless something really strange happens. Taylor knocked away, fighting for on the floor is Blackwell. Slams it. Oh, gently goes the freshman. Just says, okay, I'll put a little bit of a tiny exclamation point on the game. Taylor blocked by Lindsay. What a rejection. At the buzzer, Lindsay says, that is all the points you're scoring tonight. It will be 50-40, so the halftime deficit plays itself out to be the final margin as well at the end of the game. Can I get your headset? Yeah. Thanks. All right, stick around, folks. We're going to have Braxton up here, I hope, for an interview right here. If I can get him. As the players shake hands. Braxton! Can you yell it?
Braxton!
Real quick, thank you. He knows your voice, right? His dad called him. Let's get right about here. Headset on there if you would. Okay, I'm taller than you only because of the steps. Can you hear us? Let's make sure that. There we go. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear
All right, Braxton Blackwell, good finish. It was a tight game late. What do you think made the difference and you guys just getting over the top enough to take the victory?
Defense intensity, 100%. First half, we weren't really playing great defense. Second half, we just turned it up, especially on our press, and we ended the half very strong.
They seem to be disrupting you guys a little bit on defense, on their defensive end. How did you adjust to get more of a flow offensively as the game went on?
Just pass it, play as a team. At first, we were playing kind of somewhat selfish, but we got better towards the end of the game.
This kind of guy, I don't know if you know some of these guys. I know this is kind of a rivalry game. Did it feel like a kind of a heated rival type game?
Oh, it did, especially with the fans. Our fans, I'm thankful they came out tonight. Their fans came out. It was a great environment.
Now, the last question would be on that last one. You kind of gently put that one in the bucket. Was that just kind of, are you tired, or you just wanted to be nice at the end of the game right there?
My leg just gave out on me. I was going to try, but I was just like, my leg just gave out on me.
Well, good game, Braxton Blackwell. Thanks so much for joining us. Way to go. We'll get the headset. Appreciate you joining us. That's Braxton Blackwell, one of the key players tonight for the Lions as they defeat Brentwood Academy here at BA 50-40. The story was it was a tight game a lot of the way. Lions pulled away at the end of the second quarter and then at the end of the game as well to take the victory. So for Nathan Olmstead, thank you. For Derek Pinnico, this is Phil Newman saying thanks so much for watching tonight. And we hope you have a pleasant evening. We'll see you real soon on another broadcast. Good night from Brentwood Academy.